They say the world is a mirror, but most of us look at it like a window. We stare outward, point fingers, pass judgments, never realizing that what we see is not what is, but what we are. I sit here, alone, not lonely, facing the silence that never lies, and I wonder, what if the cruelty I spot in the world is merely an echo of my own unhealed anger? What if the beauty I admire is the light I forgot was glowing inside me? We walk around calling the world unfair, unjust, unkind, unforgiving. But how often do we pause to ask, am I fair? Am I just? The mirror of the world doesn't distort, it reveals. And yet we spend lifetimes trying to wipe away the reflection instead of cleansing the face that causes it. You see, the world, it doesn't happen to us, it happens through us. If I see chaos everywhere, is it because chaos lives in my thoughts? If all I see is pain and betrayal, could it be that I have betrayed my own values, denied my own truths, hurt my own soul by pretending I don't feel what I do? We project our wounds like films on the walls of the universe, and call the shadows reality. But what if, just what if, peace isn't out there to be found? What if it is waiting to be remembered within? I once blamed the world for being cold, until I realized I was the one carrying winter inside me. I accused others of not understanding me, until I saw how often I misunderstood myself. I thought people wore masks, and then I caught my own reflection wearing layers I no longer recognized. Yes, the mirror does not lie, but neither does it flatter. It simply reflects the war, the stillness we carry. It took me years to see this, to realize that the judgment I passed was the same measure I feared receiving, that the walls I built to protect my heart were the same walls that kept joy from entering. How we see the world is how we have been taught to see ourselves. A child raised in love finds kindness more easily in others. A soul raised in criticism will look for flaws, even in beauty. But the beautiful thing is, this mirror, this world, it changes as we do. The moment I began softening toward myself, I saw softness in strangers. When I forgave myself for the past I didn't know how to handle, I found others who did the same. When I embraced my own darkness, I stopped fearing the dark in others. There is no greater magic than realizing you are the author of your seeing. You hold the brush, but the canvas reflects you back. And yes, there will be moments when the mirror shows you pain, grief, rage. Do not turn away, that is the soul speaking, not to shame you, but to awaken you. We were not born broken. We were taught to fragment ourselves to fit into molds too small for our dreams. But the mirror waits patiently, asking us only this: will you see me with truth? So now, when I walk this world, I no longer ask, why is it like this? I ask, what is it showing me? What fear still needs healing? What wound still needs touch? What hope still hides beneath the noise? And slowly, the world stops being an enemy. It becomes a conversation, a lesson, a companion. We see anger, we react, we see love, we open. But when we truly know ourselves, we don't just react, we respond. We no longer beg the world to change, we begin changing how we see. And that is the beginning of true power. So tonight, as I sit by the window, I do not gaze outward with longing. I gaze inward with wonder, because I've come to believe the world is not broken, it is reflective. And every moment, every person, every joy, every ache is the mirror whispering, this is you. Now choose what you want to become. And in that choice, in that one sacred choice, the whole world begins to change.